Hello Star Wars fans and collectors, it's me, Jedi Master 98, back again with another Star Wars figure review. In today's Star Wars figure review, we're going to be taking a look now at more characters from the Vintage Collection line, and in today's Star Wars figure review, we're going to be taking a look now at a character that pops up in the second series of the Mandalorian TV show. Now the character we're going to take a look at today is this character. It is Boba Fett from the second series of the Mandalorian TV show. Now this is Boba Fett's appearance in the second series of the Mandalorian TV show as part of him being on the planet Morak. As you can see, this one has obviously got clean armour, because obviously with this episode we see Boba Fett appear at the start of the episode in clean armour in terms of obviously chest plate and obviously his iconic helmet. This figure is really cool. I managed to pick this figure up from my local building planet. In terms of accessories, sculpt, articulation, this character does tick all the boxes, but the price I did pay for this figure was a lot more than I usually pay for Star Wars figures, but at the end of the day it was worth it. But it is indeed a little bit more price range in terms of obviously normal action figures I buy from my local moon planet and obviously other retailers that still vintage collection figures. But apart from the price, this figure is fantastic, and I'll get onto all the main points throughout the review. But before we dive into this character and take a look at him, we'll take a look at the vintage collection card that comes with this figure. Now bear with me for the price tag as I stated, because it's slightly more than I usually pay for figures, but this character was quite rare to find online recently. This character is currently in stock now, so it's a little bit annoying, but the price, it is what it is, but I'm happy with this figure. So let's take a look at the packaging. As you see, obviously you've got the card of this figure that is Boba Fett. At the top you obviously can see the slightly expensive price tag for a figure. I'm not usually one of these Star Wars fans who obviously pay a little bit more than I usually do for a Star Wars figure, let alone this much, but it is what it is. So obviously at the top you've obviously got the price I paid for this figure, the Star Wars, the Mandalorian logo there, the name of obviously the character there, the Kenner logo at the bottom, the plastic bubble that protects the figure, and a beautiful shot of Boba Fett on the planet Morak. Turn the package around, you've obviously got other figures that appear in the wave, the Star Wars logo at the top, and obviously some legal and advertisement at the bottom of the packaging. So it's a pretty standard packaging, but a really nice artwork of Boba Fett in action. So that's the packaging for this Boba Fett figure from the planet Morak. Let's take a look at its character in more detail. We're going to start off with the articulation. As you see, Boba Fett, he does come with some movement at the top of the head, shoulders, elbows and in the wrists. Some articulation you've got to be careful due to obviously the sculpted wire on the right hand side of his outfit. You've obviously got movement in the chest, movement in the knees like so, and movement in the ankles. You've got to be careful there due to the sculpted plastic there, because obviously that can slightly hinder the figure, but there is a little bit of posability there, so nevertheless that's really cool. In terms of the accessories, he does come with his large rifle that we see him use, a removable pistol at the side, and obviously a jetpack on the back, and obviously the main part is a removable helmet. So what I'll do is I'll just remove the helmet when I eventually zoom in and show you this character in more detail. So I'll just do that for you now. So I'm just going to zoom in, show the overall detail. So as you see, this is Boba Fett up close. You've obviously got the little dent on the helmet, which is really cool. And if I was just to remove the removable helmet underneath, you've got a beautiful head sculpt of the actor Tamara Morrison, who obviously portrays Boba Fett and Jango Fett and the clone troopers in the Clone Wars TV show, in terms of obviously his cartoon version and all that lot. So you've got a really nice shot of Tamara Morrison in action. You've obviously got the iconic colours of Boba Fett's armour, in terms of obviously yellow and green, and obviously a little hint of black there, which is really cool. You've obviously got the little shoulder pads, which are nicely done. Be very careful of the sculpted plastic wire there, because obviously that can be very fragile and you don't want it to break. The rifle is sculpted nicely done with all its features in terms of the scope and all the extra bits. The gauntlets are really nicely done in a nice shade of red and everything. Obviously got the Mandalorian signet on the left hand side of the shoulder pad. Jetpack can be removed from the back, and underneath you've obviously got a small peg where the jetpack obviously can be placed. And if I was just to get the jetpack, as you see there, you just place that on his back, straighten it up, and it fits really well. Got some really nice details on there, which is really cool. It would have been fantastic if you had to cut the sculpted flames for this jetpack to really make it. The missile isn't removable on my sample. It's obviously placed in the jetpack there, which is nicely done. You can obviously remove the blaster from Boba Fett's hand and obviously get a little blaster pistol just at the side of his right leg, like so. And obviously you can obviously get the blaster pistol. Bear with me 1 second. And obviously that can be placed in Fett's hand, like so. That's nicely done, nicely sculpted there. Moving down to the legs, obviously you've got the soft goods there. Sculpted belt is nicely done. There's the holster at the side. You've also got the sculpted material used for an extra part of his outfit, and underneath you've obviously got some sculpted black for this outfit, and obviously got the little knee pads underneath, which is nicely done, and obviously some boots there as well. So that's really, really cool. And if I was just obviously just get the helmet, place it on Boba's head, it's a nice snuggle fit, and obviously just move that down a bit so you can see the iconic look. Really nice shade there. You obviously got a little bit at the side that isn't removable or moves up and down. That's obviously sculpted in place. So do be careful when moving certain parts, especially obviously the wire at the side and everything. But this character of Boba Fett is really, really cool in terms of the figure. It's really nicely done in terms of obviously the accessories, including obviously this blaster pistol, rifle, sorry, the blaster pistol, the removable jetpack, and obviously the removable helmet. Like I said, I'd like to see a little bit more stuff added in terms of obviously little sculpted flames for the jetpack. But apart from that, and apart from playing a little bit slightly more than I usually do for my Star Wars action figures, this version of Fett is really, really cool. You can probably pick them up for a little bit cheaper online, but I just obviously just bit the bullet and decided to get this figure from my local Forbidden Planet and pay a little bit more than usual. Apart from that, the Boba Fett figure is fantastic. I absolutely love the facial sculpt of Boba Fett underneath, Tamara Morrison, and obviously the iconic look of Boba Fett in terms of obviously his new look really goes a long way in the Book of Boba Fett and the Mandalorian TV show. So that's pretty much it for this legendary bounty hunter from Star Wars The Mandalorian TV show. That is indeed Boba Fett. I hope I've covered everything of this figure in this review, and if you have any more questions about this figure in terms of obviously having a discussion with me with the price tag I pay for this figure and the overall look and obviously articulation and paint apps for this figure, please don't hesitate to leave a comment below. So that's pretty much it for Boba Fett from the planet Morak as part of the second series of the Mandalorian TV show. That's pretty much it for my Star Wars haul from Forbidden Planet. I'll give you a look at all the figures I've recently picked up from there. Got a couple of figures to give you a look at from staractionfigures.co.uk, or revealed at the end of the Forbidden Planet haul. 2 figures I picked up online. I managed to pick up another 2 after that, and then once we reviewed these Star Wars figures, I got a really cool item I received as a gift from my uncle, so stay tuned for that. More details will be obviously revealed very soon when that video comes out, so stay tuned for that. Be sure to obviously subscribe to the channel, follow me on Facebook and Instagram, and I will see you very, very soon. So until next time, thank you very much for watching, take care, look after yourself, and as always, may the Force be with you.